Next up, number 4 in our tools for creating health and well-being in 2020 is to exercise regularly. Many of us have a preconceived notion that exercise is awful, that it's something that is a punishment. That's especially insidious, is that you feel like you need to punish yourself for the crime of being overweight. And I can tell you, this is not a good way to get yourself to do anything. The only thing that is good for is demotivating yourself, and that's because preconceived notions and thought patterns like that are actually shame-based. So if you can kind of see it from the big picture, you feel like you've done something bad and you're trying to shame yourself into doing something different as a punishment for that transgression, and this is going to sap your motivation. And the reason is because it's going to make you feel worse about yourself. So for someone that says that they don't like exercise, try different ones and also expand your definition of exercise. Call it movement, call it play. If you have a negative association with the word exercise, call it something else, call it movement. And movement can be cleaning your home, gardening, walking, playing a team sport. Maybe there's a fun sport that you loved to play when you were younger, whether it was soccer or basketball or tennis, and you can play that now, and that's going to be much more fun for going to the gym, and that is actually going to give you a much better workout because you'll get much more into it because it's a group social activity. And when you're playing a game, you really buy into the idea that you want to win, and you're much more likely to go beyond your previous endurance or sensation limits to get there. So expand your definition of exercise, but also give up all preconceived notions of exercise. So if you have never ever exercised before, or you haven't in a long time, I want to caution you, don't go into a very extreme, advanced type of exercise from zero. For example, CrossFit is obviously a very beneficial exercise to some people. The results they're getting are really over the top, but I want to caution you to not start with something like that because that can lead to injury, overuse injury, and a phenomenon called rhabdosis, where muscle cells tissue is exerted to the point that it actually breaks down and dies and can cause death. So my suggestion for someone that's never exercised before is to start walking. Now, you don't need any equipment, you don't need to join a gym, you just need comfortable walking shoes and a safe place to do it. And you can do a little bit more every day. You can take several small walks during the day, but you're going to feel amazing just to start moving. And also start stretching. There are loads of stretching tutorials on YouTube, so find a beginner's gentle stretching regimen. You are going to feel so good, and then from there, maybe you do want to start going to the gym, maybe you do want to start taking classes, but don't go beyond your limits. Learn what they are first, and then you can slowly, over time, build greater and greater strength and endurance. And lastly, I want you, if you are a person that hates going to the gym because you feel like everyone is judging you, that is all in your head. That is pure projection. And I want to tell you something. If you go to the gym and you're an overweight person and people are nasty to you and they give you a stank face just for walking in, I want you to know that no happy, fulfilled person would ever do that. And you know what? One nasty person in the gym might be judging you, but everyone else is cheering you on. Everyone else is so proud of you for being there. And everyone else, I promise you, will be happy to fill in any knowledge gaps you have, and will be happy to show you any equipment because they were probably where you were once, and they're so proud of you for making a change. And I'll tell you, people say that they're afraid of going to the gym because of the big muscle guys and the really fit people. They know how to work out. They have a huge body of knowledge for fitness, and I'm sure they would be happy to share it with you and happy to share encouragement. And I'll tell you, the bigger and scarier the guy, probably the sweeter of a person is inside there. And you will be so surprised when you just shed those preconceived notions and branch out a little bit. You'll be so rewarded. So our next incredibly powerful tool for well-being and health in 2020 is to stop poisoning yourself, your family, and your pets with toxic, chemical, carcinogenic cosmetics, fragrances, soaps, household cleaners, detergents,